speak with best female rapper Africa. In fact, not female, best rapper Africa, Eno Barani. Hey, the king is a queen or the queen is a king. Which of them? I don't even know. Hey, Barani. Hi, my sweet daughter. How are you?
Hi, Daddy. I'm doing good. And you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what at all are you saying in the song?
Exactly what is in the song.
No, exactly what's in the song. So, no, what's in the song? Because I'm hearing Jai John Naba. First of all, let's break it down line by line. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good. So, the opening line in the song is Jai John Naba.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
First of all, I think I've educated my fans so much and given them so many deep punches that now even if I'm giving something simple, Christ, like they're looking for deep meanings. It's just what it is. Like, we kids of today, we always try to do things by ourselves without listening to advice. And so I'm just trying to tell everybody to stop, misbehaving because your grandma is coming.
Okay, so what is the meaning of Jai John?
We all know when before we say somebody is John, it's like, let's say if the person is kind of fooling or after or misbehaving, like, oh, you're John, so you understand. So stop misbehaving.
Okay.
I mean, Jai John, yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
When did you record the song?
I had the beat, and I felt like it's a nice time to, like, December would be a nice time to release it. And so I worked on it. I was working on my album, so I've been in the studio for some time now. So I just put it, I think, a couple of months ago. Yeah.
I see. Has this song got to do with the elections?
Well, I don't think so. Because
it's not about you thinking so. You recorded it, so you know much better.
No, it's a song I wanted to release in December.
So you mean it has nothing to do with the elections?
It has to do with advice. Like, I mean, I also say, always they say when your grandma is talking to you, you want to go and ask your mom. It's like your grandma is more inclined than your mother. So you just have to listen to advice. That's all I'm trying to say.
But a lot of people are connecting it to the, political, to politics, to say.
That's what I'm saying. I'm giving people deep punchlines too much that now even if I say something simple, they try to like give more meanings. They'll be like, it's vast, it's deep. It's this, then they'll be looking for more meanings. But this is just as simple as the lyrics go.
Now, why did you choose to release it at this time or in these crucial times?
Oh, right. It's December. Every artist is releasing bangers, so I need to release mine. Yeah.
Okay, so Jai John Naba.
Yeah.
Ready, Uncle Boy. And the title is what? Ayeka.
Yeah.
It's then Ayeka.
When I'm not too for now, I mean, Ayeka.
Sorry, say it again.
So penny too when I'm not too for now, I like the two for now, I mean, I sent to not as Ayeka. If you listen to your parents' advice or your opinion advice now, it goes well for you. But if it doesn't go well for you because you didn't listen to the advice, now I can.
Okay, so there's a video to the song, huh?
No, the official video is dropping either tomorrow or tomorrow next. Yeah.
So I mean the video is not out yet?
Yeah, that's not even the official video.
Oh, but there's a video.
Yeah, that was just, I think it's a trailer or something.
Okay, so is it on your channel?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
No, that's on your YouTube channel. That's what I want to be sure of.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel.
Okay, good. So, information reaching me indicates that once the song begins, there is the MPP colors. Is that true?
The red, white, and blue.
So they're saying.
I think before MPP there were colors. I'm somebody who is known for colors, like my hair, my red hair. I mean, the colors rule the world.
Before MPP, there were colors.
Yeah, there were colors. So I mean, everybody's entitled to use colors. I mean, it's even my church colors. Like my church, we have red, white, and blue in the scarf we put on. I mean,
Your church has colors?
yeah. I mean, the Mercury people, they always put on colors.
Are you a Pentecostal?
Yeah.
Which church?
I go. My church has got our ministry, and if you see our church banner, is red, white, and blue. Like it's blue with white writings with the red Pentecost fire in it.
So in this case, what? How does it connect to your church colors? Are you telling us it's gospel?
Advice is taken from everywhere, even from church. So even if you get advice from your church, anything can happen to you. So I mean, you can take advice from church and everything. Yeah.
What would be your reaction if fans connected heavily to politics, especially to the ruling party?
Well, I think first of all, we are the political party, and so peace is all we need. I mean, sometimes we don't have to take things too serious. Sometimes, I mean, we just have to live life the way it is. So I don't think people have to connect anything to anything. Because, I mean, musicians, we give the food to the soul. And so if the whole country is kind of tense, then I come and I drop the ease. There's nothing bad. So people don't have to connect this to anything. I mean, just have fun. December is here. The whole year has been a serious year. And we are just here to chill. I'll congratulate the president-elect, and I also congratulate all the other people who stood for the presidency and they didn't get it. It's not an easy job. So everybody needs to be congratulated. That's all.
You know the reason I'm asking? I mean, I'm checking out on YouTube, and immediately your video ended. There's another channel, Entamoti, and he says, OMG, Eno Barani drops party song Ayeka to troll John Mahama. Have you seen?
No, I haven't. We are in this country where even when I release a song that has nothing to do with somebody, they even say I'm beefing. People always want to be beefing. I think I have to open my own dictionary or something these days. So for the things, they will come, but we just have to look at the brighter side. That's all.
Hey, he's calling you. But are you not scared of the attacks that may come afterwards?
So I think we are one people from Ghana. So I don't think I have done something to be attacked. I mean, whoever that, like if let me say, if John Mahama had won, I'll still release the song. If Chiabosom had won, I release the song.
Who is Chiabosom had won?
Goom. Yeah, so I mean, it's a song I have put down for my fans for December. So I mean, we just enjoy. So what if there were no politics around this time? Will people really read meaning to it like that? I mean, it's just a song. Let's look at it like that and forget that. Of course, my fans, I have NDC, MPP, Goon, Ifiadonko, everybody. Like their followers as my fans, so it's nothing personal.
Wait, were you approached by any political party?
No.
Would you have composed a song for any political party?
That one is business. If my management see the money they got.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if they had approached you, would you have?
This year, what I was actually doing was I was not actually campaigning for any political party, but I was actually preaching that they put more women into power, like into parliament and everything, because, women, and all that. So if we have more women in parliament, I think it will work building the nation and all that. Yeah. And that was what I was campaigning for.
Now I know where you voted, who you voted for.
Who do you think I voted for?
Well, since you were you were preaching for women empowerment and asking, preaching that we vote more women in power. I mean, a woman was vying for vice president. And so, does that mean you voted for her? Or for her party?
I didn't see her on the paper.
Oh well, but at least you know how she could get into the Flagstaff House or to become
Actually,
vice
when I
president.
got there and I was voting, I don't even. It's like I voted, but I didn't remember who I voted for after I came out. It's like a spirit. Like when I came,
Esewara,
I don't remember everything.
Esewara Kasa. Before I let you go, how is the song doing though?
Yeah, it's doing good. Like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm surprised though. It's everywhere, and then we are doing the promotion as well. So the video is going to drop soon, and then we just continue with the promo. Yeah.
One thing that I was thinking about yesterday in the evening, I remember
Yeah.
I even sent you a message and I was asking.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask more. That look, we know you to be hardcore, and we like it when you get down like that and free your mind on beats.
Yeah.
Do you get critics condemning or criticizing these kind of songs, dance songs, thinking that it may sway your core fans? Do you get that kind of criticisms?
Oh yeah, yeah. Me, anything I do, people criticize. I remember when I released Heavy Load, people were like, "The rap is too simple." But the thing is, I don't do music for just one particular people. I do it for everyone, and so I need to choose everybody. So if today I release a rap and then it's simple, I'm targeting a particular kind of people or a particular market. Because if people want to dance, and I feel that they're coming to break down words like word play. I mean, excuse me, say quick, I start a word play and so I need to do this. Then I need to bring the other side of me, the singing side of me. I'm just not putting myself in one particular box. I'm trying to shoot all my fans as well. So the critics come, but we move.
You know what? See, the reason I was asking was because you already had a dance song like that. I remember when you would come on stage and you bring all of them big girls up on stage to come and shake. What's the title of that joint?
Heavy Load.
Heavy Load.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't really do well, did it?
It did. It did.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you can check. I mean, it's always trending on TikTok as of now because girls are now having that song go down, even though I have I like other songs. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Ria wants to talk to you.
Hey, Ano.
Hi there.
Good morning.
You can hear.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing good too. But quick one, I wanted to ask. You said you had the beat and then you decided to record this one randomly. So I wanted to ask, why now? Why release it now?
Oh, I have an album coming out soon, right? Ladies' first album, and so because the album is coming, I kept releasing singles. It's like every month I release singles. So this is the December one.
But the beat sounds familiar, like the Timberland beat we used to jam to.
That's one thing that actually motivated me with the lyrics. The beat is an old beat. It's like a beat from an old G. And I'm trying to tell you to listen to old people when they talk. You understand? So that is why we actually put that lyric on that beat.
Okay.
And then it's like the start is a bangable beat, so it was cool for December. That's why you released it this time.
Okay, you've done well by deceiving us. We will take it like that.
So I don't deceive. I don't be Delilah. I don't know if you deceive you. Yeah.
All right. Eno Barani, well, thank you very much for talking to us. Well, we'll take your word for it. So tomorrow the video is coming out. Yeah. The official video, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Aeka. Yeah.
Aeka.
Yeah.
Oh, Eno.
Dad.
What was it, Dad? Thank you very much for talking to us, man. Continue giving us more hits. And hey, congratulations on the award. I think I haven't spoken to you. I don't think we've spoken since you won the award for the at the Afrimas.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we all lost. I was also nominated, right, for Best DJ Africa, and we all lost. I think you were the only one that made us proud.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Have you received your plaque yet?
It's not in Ghana yet. We are waiting for it.
Oh, what a shame. Anyway, you can't blame them too much because of COVID. When things get rough, Right, I see. But hey, and then your performance on the peace song with Yao Sapon.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was simply amazing. You always kill it and make us proud. Continue, don't give up yet. We're always behind you. Okay. Ashes is here. Namagu, good morning.
Boss man.
How are you?
We never die.
That's what's up. It's been a while. So what? It takes you what? You appear weekly?
We've been busy. Yeah, we've been busy. Forgive
Selling
me.
cars. How many cars do you have?
I don't have a car.
You have cars.
We sell cars, so we don't own car. When we get them, we sell them.
Okay.
And I brothers get a car.
He says he doesn't like that too. When people say he get money, then he more.
Yeah.
He doesn't want his mother to know he has enough money. So you have a money with you, wouldn't baby.
And now you did take
and his mom has been telling me. She said she wants him to get married.
Hey, no more.
So I'm looking for a wife, a beautiful wife for Bradash. Your mother has given me the permission to sack every lady I find here. Shut up there.
Don't spoil the market. Don't spoil the market. I beg you. Don't spoil
the market. Hey, who has invited you?
Bruh.
Your mic is off.
But why that one day you wake up can't talk?
Continue. No. Listen to what I want to say. Continue doing the announcement. They want to spoil my market. Continue the announcement.
Yes.
I can mention names.
Okay, mention names.
They are my
Forget the
friends.
banker. Forget the banker.
Hey, there's a banker.
And
on that note, I won't mention any name.
Brandy, continue the announcement.
The way we are said, hey, there's a banker.
Oh, are you broken hearted?
Yeah.
Don't be.
She doesn't even have a heart to be broken.
That's what say. He said, make a sack, you go. Hey, senior producer say, come out. We dash.
You'll be single for the rest of your life.
Ashes, did you hear no Brownie?
Yes, I think I listened to Snippet.
Right,
I didn't
right.
really have the full detail, but I listened to a bit of it, yeah.
Right.
And I think the conversation has to do with a new song that she's released. Well, I think we should cut her slack. She's just a creative person, and creativity comes in diverse ways. These are people who are not static; they are not boxed. Whatever comes to mind, and they think they can capitalize on the season, they throw it out. So I won't fault her too much for doing that song. One had to do it, and if it's her, I mean, what does it stop? The thing is, one would say, okay, it's a troll to the leading opposition party, and what would they also have done if they had also won? Somebody definitely would have come up with something. Look at it this way: someone from their camp released that Okada, what that song? Beautiful Jam. I'm told Nasi and them produced it. That's a beautiful, beautiful piece they did. And on the day the elections were declared, if you pass through town, both the NDC and MP, everybody, they were jamming to the song. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. If we can try and live in that kind of harmony and bring tensions down, it doesn't spoil anything, just that it hurts the other side, because I lost. Why are you throwing dust in my eye? It does hurt. But that's what I'm trying to say is we have to look at it from that angle that creative people have millions of ways that they tell their stories. And this is just one of them. With the interview, I felt maybe she should admit it in full, but at least she should have made us known that that's the direction, because whether you say it or you don't say it, that is actually the direction, so it came to your mind and you felt like dropping it, and it's creative. I mean, that's it, case closed, because the more you try to find meanings to it, the more it probably insults somebody, because I know this is where you're going. Why are you not going there? Why are you not telling me the truth? So somebody might feel insulted, but at the end of the day, that's that person's cup of tea too. So I think it's a beautiful jam. She crafted it very well.
Now, Pepe, what you're saying, well, it's someone's cup of tea. Don't you? Okay, you are not also considering breeding hatred.
That's what I'm saying. That it's not coming from say a staunch politician who's done music to try and insult somebody or try and mimic somebody or try and. This is a creative person. What would you rather her do at that time? Sing gospel or what? That's her creativity. That's what she's thrown out. You understand me? And like I'm saying, it is what it is. If she didn't have done it, I'm sure we have millions which are coming. These kind of songs will come till 7 January or whatever it is. You would hear plenty of that, and creative people will not stop. It's just that hers probably came in, like should we say, handy for the ruling party to use. You understand me? So whether you like it or yes, these songs will come. I've heard like 3 or 4 of them already. Yes. Yesterday, some boys were in my studio recording one.
I don't think people will be so hurt because
no, that's what I'm saying. Even with the women, the ones that made the most waves, Okada, drive through town that day and they're jamming to it. Once it's a beautiful piece, you forget where the message is coming from.
Yeah,
you want to go with the flow if you want to, but if you choose to be pained, right, that then becomes your problem. You will have to deal with it because she's done her own. You know, a lot of people might blacklist her because of this. They are also free to do so. It's also their opinion. Or it's also their stake. But with her being a creative, Charlie, she's done her part.
I mean, last election, both parties were jamming to Onapo.
Of course.
That song Onapo, everybody was jamming to it. And I think she's just being very careful.
The people who did that song.
She was being very careful because
who know jam to now?
I think she has fans on
both sides.
So she's just trying to be safe.
Yeah.
But I mean, during the elections, we were seeing NPP people jamming to Mahama Afa and all those things. So I think
the only thing I would want to tell her, if she doesn't want to claim the truth of the imports in the song, then she shouldn't go for interviews, because that would muddy the water. You understand? This morning, listening to her just a little bit, I'm like, yo, it's either you say what it is or you forget it, because this is too direct, too short.
Too short, too direct.
And you miss.
I think one of the jargons that was going around during the election was Ayeka.
So
it's inevitable.
Whatever you do, Biano. I mean, one of the songs that caught my attention during this election was Mama Fa. I kind of liked the piece.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
it was. I remember. It was beautiful.
I think Mama went to perform. He went campaigning somewhere, and the guy came on stage and was performing. It was a huge crowd.
Yeah, I like that.
In Mama's crowd, then the guy in Mama Fa.
It's a beautiful. Whoever did that to me, that Mama Fa, and then the Nasi Okada thing is like the jam.
No, for me, I think I like Mama Fa much more than Nasi.
No, child, but that Okada is a dangerous vibe.
Yeah. Nasi's got it.
It's infectious. It's the breaks, the hooks, the everything in there. Child, those boys are creative. Those people are really creative. I mean, and Eno has also crowned it with hers. You know, like I'm saying, it will come and come and come. I hear Sydney also has something like that.
Hey.
I hear Sydney dropped the same Nanafa.
Took him long enough, because I know when
he did one.
Up, Sydney was like
he did one. He
man
did
for all these.
He did Papano. I don't know how well that did.
I took offense with that song, man.
It didn't go well, eh?
To me, some way. Come on, man.
I think he was just trying to capitalize on the
moment.
Yeah. Capitalize on the moment.
Yeah.
And if you go to your washroom, capitalize on that moment and give us a song out of that.
But Eno is creative, very, very highly creative person, and she was on the Yasapon thing, and she did brilliance on the peace song. You know, she took it and she represented the women in there. I think that's brilliant. And so for her doing this, I don't fault her too much. Like I said, it would have come, whether it came from Eno, it came from Andy Dostio, that thing will come, and there are more coming. So those who are feeling like, they are teasing us, then they better brace themselves, because until 7 December, like I said, it's going to be happening like that. All we need to even do in this country right now is to preach the peace thing, rather, because now, the tensions, per what the NDC has also released yesterday, is going to be a little bit tense still. The president is sworn in on the 7th, so we rather should, try and preach peace and let that work, because that's what we need most now.
Right on. All right, so Hitz 103.9 FM is still Showbiz Review. Let me read the few tweets that have come up, and then we round it all up. There's another issue also coming that will get Ghanaians talking. Brad Baker Jr. says, thank you, Ashes. Truth is just one. Simple. At Barry's Blame says, Andy Baroni with Punchline Spa, and you are doing this. Okay. She comments says, a special greetings to Bedash this morning. And tell him to come. Oh, you this guy. You always want to fight with him. Kwame Ansong says, Assembly hot. Now, Sandy does the person who for Assembly. Kelly Polipo says, Eno Barney answered the questions well, but if you know what it is, you know what it is. Brown_ Bay says, Andy, did you see how she was struggling? And kudos to you, asking her some questions I was expecting, which clearly she's trying hard to explain. But in all, we move one Ghana. Richard Kranchakuma says, Eno Baroni is just playing with our minds. Then why didn't she release it a long time ago? But right after the elections, it's a lie. Okay. So these are some of the tweets that came up. Okay, so let's go for a quick break. When we come back, Chale issue day. Someone is speaking. One half of Keche says only broke people or irrelevant artists like Samini endorse political parties. Hi, it's gonna be fire. Stay with us.
Daybreak Hits, politics free, great talk, great laughter, more music,
simply entertaining.
Now, this Samini song, I mean, when it came up, a lot of people, well, the song had mixed feelings. I mean, people, mixed reactions. Is that a political endorsement? Is that a political endorsement? Then the next thing was seeing Samini with the MPP and all. Now, only broke or irrelevant artists like Samini endorse political parties, as said by one half of Keche. I'm talking about Keche Andrew. A lot of people have expressed their opinion following the decision by Ghanaian renowned artist Samini to openly endorse President Nanado through his song Poyaka. Keche Andrew, speaking on Castle Drive with Aman Sankrachi, monitored by mynewsgh.com, has said that most musicians who endorse political parties do it either out of hunger or they are no longer active in the music scene. Well, look at those musicians. Now, let me quote what, according to the website, let me quote what Keche said. Look at those musicians who openly endorse the political parties. They are not active and relevant in the music industry. Some of them have even stopped doing music, so they see it as other means to survive. Kechandru said on Castle FM that he's not criticizing those artists who engage in political endorsements, but noted that they are not thinking of doing same since they don't want to end their career abruptly. I understand them, so I'm not criticizing them, but as for Keche, we are not looking at ending our career anytime soon. It's not that no political party approached us, but we refused the proposals, he concluded. Now let's speak with Keche Andrew. Andrew, good morning and many thanks for your time. So, did you make this statement?
Good morning, Brandy, and then good morning to your listeners and everybody in the studio. I woke up yesterday and then I think I started, people were calling me. I saw a lot of messages on my phone concerning this issue. And then so quickly I made my team contact Aman Sanchiami, the one who interviewed me, and then he was just surprised. He said that, but I didn't mention anybody's name in the interview, and then which he's even preparing the whole interview, the audio, for us. So I think the messages was too much. People were just lambasting me. It was just bad. So I called Samini, my bigger brother, and then I spoke to him. I made him aware that I never mentioned anything like that, or even his name. And then so I will even get him the audio. We are getting it from the person so that he didn't. But then when they called me, his question was, we had a lengthy conversation, and then he asked me a question that he sees so many artists endorsing political parties. And then, so why is it Keche? Like, why not Keche? Is it that they didn't contact us or we don't want it? And then the answer I gave him, I was like, in Ghana here, we haven't grown to the level that we don't really understand these things when it comes to politics. Once you endorse a political party, they tag you, and then at the end of the day, if your care is not taken, they might just, meet you at some corners and so many opportunities and so many things you're supposed to get. Now they will deny you that privilege. So it is something that we decided from day one not to engage ourselves in it at all. That doesn't mean, I'm sure, of course, I will belong to a political party that I want, but I wouldn't disclose that to the public, of course, because of where I stand. And then in the past, we've seen artists and then people complain of because of their endorsement to some particular political parties, so many things, and I mean, they ignore them from getting it, and then it caused a whole other problem. So I mentioned that some of the people, some of the artists who have endorsed the political party, some of them are not doing like active music like before. Not like they are like, how consistent, like, you see Keche or that is every day just focused on pushing. So I think maybe they have other things doing aside, and now I think they see music now as a part-time thing that some of them are doing, but I'm sure they should have other businesses down there. So
wait, okay. So Andrew, please hold on for me. Now, with what you just said, that because they are not very active, those endorsing those political parties, they are not active or very active with their music, and so they are buying time doing those songs. Can you mention some names?
I didn't mention names in there.
No, I'm not asking whether you mentioned names.
That's the interview I granted. So I'm just seeing exactly the things that I mentioned there, which I will get the audio very soon and I'll put it out there. Exact thing that I said, that some of them.
What I'm asking now is, can you mention some of the names?
I don't want to mention Brandy because I didn't mention the names during the interview. I didn't mention any name. I didn't mention Samini. I didn't mention any name at all. My exact words was, some of them, not all, some of them are not really doing active music. I'm sure they have different businesses outside. So of course, everybody belongs to a particular a political party. They support one political party. So if they decide to just endorse and get the money and also invest back into their business they are doing, I don't have any problem with them, and I don't have problem with them at all. In fact, it's a good thing. They are my friends. Some of them are seniors and everything, and I'm so happy for them. But for Keche, we are not engaging in that. In fact, I voted, and I have a political party, and then so I wouldn't disclose it out there, and I didn't chase them. In fact, we had calls, and some of people say they can just take they were talking about our song, darling, and they can. I said that no, my team said no, and then me particularly, I wasn't gonna just allow that because it's not something that we really want to enter into.
All right, now with the names. If you are not mentioning names, let me narrow it down to musicians who did songs, particularly in this year. Okay, for political parties. Okay, so for example, Samini. Well, obviously, we've mentioned. Then Nasi did the Okada song for Mahama. Okay, we all know Nasi is very active and still working. All right, still singing and still producing. It even came up that Sarkodie. We are yet to get to the bottom of it, but we were all in doubt. Okay, he threw a line in there, and supposedly was for a political endorsement. That was what a lot of people were thinking. A lot of people. I remember reaching out to his team, and they denied that, he had no political affiliation. Okay, so for example, Sarkodie, now Samini, who else? Nasi, can I get more names? Daddy Lumba, Sydney. Kwabna didn't release
this year.
No, he didn't. It was a
old song.
It was the old song, but it was recapped.
Yeah.
Okay, Ampong, Dinah Samoa, Keche Kwame Apea. So I may agree with you to an extent that some of them are not very active. But in the case, did you consider the active ones who are still doing music?
Yes, that is why I mentioned, I consider them. That's why I said some of them.
Oh, okay.
Some of them. And then those who are active, I'm sure they have the balls. Maybe because of, some of these things that we hear, when you an artist endorse political parties and all that, some of them, they come out at the end of the day saying that, this party did this to me, they did that to me, they did that to me. Some of them, they say all these things. And then we see some of them on TV stations and all that, talking about it and all that. So for my team, we don't want to engage. And then you, Brandy, you rightly said something here. You said that even you contacted Sarkodie's team when you heard his song, and they denied that it wasn't for any endorsement. So if really everybody is thinking that it was an endorsement, and their team or his team said that it's not any endorsement, then what maybe then you have to, this is trying to send a clear message to you that in a way they don't want to just be clear on it, because they also have it. I'm sure they can tell me that they don't believe or they are not scared at the point moving into political issues and all that. And I mentioned some, like you rightly said, K3 Kwamapia is not doing active music now. I'm sure he should have businesses out there doing. But then here comes the case. I didn't mention even one name. So I was surprised when I woke up to hear that I said Samini was. So I called the guy. In fact, the guy, I'm answering, he was just apologizing, and then he was shocked himself. And then in fact, I had to just people were calling me. I had messages about 3 unknown calls, and that it was all threat calls. Like people were threatening me that I don't even know where they are from. Yes, yesterday they were threatened. So that was what I was really angry. So then I had to just talk to my team, and then I called Samini, my senior brother, and then in fact we have a song that we've given him already that we want him to just work on it for him for us as a collaboration.
Right, but hold on. So when he called Samini, what was his reaction? Was he upset?
When I called him, then he told me that he hasn't even seen it because he woke up not long. He hasn't even seen it. And I explained that, in fact, I can't even get in the audio because I need to reach out to him as a brother, that we have a relationship. So I don't want anything to jeopardize that relationship that we have. He's a senior artist, but in fact, when he was in KW, he was coming to KW to do. We were serving as studio boys, and he was there for us and all that. And then so I can't wake up and disrespect him just like that. No. And because of that, that's why I didn't mention any name, but then I immediately mentioned that some of them are not doing active music. And Andy, you rarely mentioned a couple of them. You mentioned a few. And then most of them, 90% of all those people, all those artists who endorse, they are my friends, my people that I talk to and all that. So I can't, in fact, it is money. And anything that brings money, some people will just gather the ball, have the balls to do it. But me, for reasons best known and some of the things we hear, my team didn't want to. We didn't want to just engage ourselves in such.
Okay, now there's an interesting twist to the story. Now, when you were talking earlier, you made mention of contacting the person who did the interview, right? Amasan Krachi.
Yes.
And he even quizzed whether you made a statement like that.
Yes.
Right. Information reaching me.
This is Hitz.